good. This will keep us from touching each other.
I fucking hate it when we touch each other by accident. It just like
Really ruins everything.
it's like the same thing that happens when you make two like sibling ones duel, where all of a sudden just like all these sparks come out, and then the last spells that we cast just start shooting out of our bodies.
It's all the people we've murdered.
Really embarrassing. Makes it really hard to keep denying that we were responsible for those murders. Like, well, there's the ghost of the person who you killed standing next to you, pointing at you, mouthing something that we can't hear because they're dead.
I think they're mouthing, "You super didn't kill me." That's it.
Probably what they're saying.
Alright.
Should we clap first?
Are we
Okay.
Supposed to not do that?
Where do we look? Do we look at that? Or at
We
you?
can look at each other.
Okay,
So we have multiple angles.
I'll begin by looking at them, but then I'll never do it again. Alright, okay, do we clap?
Well, because then you can line it up. You can, like, you look for the clap and then you line it up with the audio.
That's why we
That's
clapped
they
at the
clap
beginning
it
of that one episode.
Yeah.
Really?
How do you line your audio ever?
I just let that happen.
Wow.
That is still my favorite episode, and I love the fact that it starts with a clap.
Okay, then can you lead me in a clap?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do this. 1, 2, 3.
Watch for the hand hitting each other and then you line it up with the
Okay,
audio.
I see. This is my first video. Welcome.
Marcelle's leaving.
Oh.
This is the lack of professional. This is my first video. Just got up and walked away.
Oh no.
It's going really well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Off to a
Yeah.
good start. Alright, would you please clap for us?
Oh, me?
Only
Okay.
you.
Yeah, here we go. You ready?
Let's fold it in our laps.
I know one person.
Yeah, only one person can clap.
See, everybody stop talking.
Sorry, you've been so good at your occlumency lessons that I was not able to read your mind just now.
Hey there. Welcome. I'm here with Emily, who you've seen before, and the two badass ladies of which please. Hannah McGregor
Hi.
and Marcelle Cosman, who is keeping it together
So well.
like a champ. Could you tell me a bit about yourselves, each of you, or about each other?
Yeah. You want to start?
No, I suddenly can't remember who I am.
Oh,
okay.
When you put me on the spot like that, it's like,
Here, I'll tell you about both of us. So, Marcelle and I are both instructors in the English department at the U of A, though we know each other from the University of Guelph, where I did my PhD and Marcelle did her master's. I met her at a departmental function, and I was like, you are cool, and we're friends now, whether you like it or not.
I was smack talking some white male professors.
I really liked it.
We do that too.
That's a good way to get straight into my heart, is making fun of white men. Yeah, so we're both instructors here. I am just finishing up a postdoc at the university and about to become a full-time instructor in the department.
Holla!
Yeah, which is exciting.
That is exciting.
We are both Canadianists. We both study Canadian literature, and our day research has absolutely nothing to do with Harry Potter.
Oh, good.
Fundamentally unrelated.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
And you still don't know a thing about who you are.
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you for being here anyway.
Anytime.
Whoever you are.
What could possibly be useful for me to add?
Marcelle's a PhD candidate.
Yeah.
And her dissertation is on feminism and the history of sci-fi and fantasy and speculative literature in Canada. So she's slightly more qualified than I am to talk about Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm increasing my own familiarity with the incredible degree of hatred for popular literature in this great country.
Oh, there is that.
Yeah,
That
the
is-
long history, it's wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't like things that people like in this country.
Oh.
You know. And if you're Canadian and a success, you should probably just leave. You should probably just go to the States. No, we're not interested.
Yeah.
Except Peggy. Peggy, we've allowed to stay.
Yeah, Peggy can stick around.
Okay.
Yeah.
But only Peggy. We can only have one.
We'll take Michael Ondaatje, but only because he wasn't born in Canada.
Okay.
And because he keeps denying, I shouldn't say denying, because he keeps reasserting his Sri Lankan identity over his Canadian identity, and we're like, no.
Nice try. it's time to turn to our penultimate segment, triumphantly titled Granger Danger!
Granger Danger is the segment where Hannah and I spend a little bit of extra time focusing solely on Hermione Granger, who, as feminists the world over agree, is the rightful hero of the Harry Potter series.
So, to restate a point that we've already made, because if you like my point once, you will like it even more the second time I make it. Hermione is treated outrageously in the first half of this novel.
Inexplicably.
And inexcusably, except insofar as you read the novel as being from Harry's perspective.
So you're wondering if you could tell us a little bit about how the podcast first came to be as a project.
Absolutely. Do you remember?
I
remember.
Kind of. I'll try to talk about it, and then you correct me when I get it wrong.
Favorite thing.
So we had been sort of talking about doing a podcast for a long time, and we've been talking about how fun it would be to do a Harry Potter podcast. I'm not sure what it was that led to the actual event, but I can tell you that we both consumed a bottle of wine each the night that we first recorded. That's all I remember.
Yeah. We had sort of brainstormed a lot of ideas of podcasting because we're both big fans of the medium, and on an unrelated note, we were having a conversation one night about the Harry Potter series, and I was sort of saying idly that I've been meaning to reread them since high school because I'd only ever read any of the books once or 0 times.
In some cases.
Maybe. And so I was saying, like, I would really like to find the time to reread them, but who has the time? It's a huge series. Who's actually going to reread the whole series? And then Marcelle, I think, suggested that we reread them together, and that would be a fun, like, it would give us sort of a thing to do. Everybody loves a friendship project.
Also, I hate reading books and then having no one to talk to about those books, and I think it's because I've spent so much time in school. I don't know how to read a book and not talk about it.
Just quietly have feelings and thoughts about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we said, like, well, this will give us a chance. We sort of thought of this as, like, a test run podcast. Like, it'll be a finite number of episodes. In our mind, initially, it would be 14 total, 1 for each book, 1 for each movie. So 15 total. Am I mathing right? Yeah. Okay. So it was going to be 15 total. It was just going to be like a test run. You know, we'll do it for fun. 3 people ever will listen to it because who wants to listen to like an angry feminist analysis of Harry Potter? Apparently a bunch of people. And so we sat down to record the first episode with a couple of bottles of wine and a lot of feelings. And
there were feelings there.
Yeah, that's where it started. And then we got any positive reinforcement at all, and we responded very well to people thinking we're funny. So things went off the rails pretty quickly after that.
Yeah.
Well, people do think that you're very funny. You've got a pretty impressive fan club now.
It's so strange to me.
It's mind-boggling. I don't understand. I appreciate it, but I don't understand.
Yeah, I really love it. It's incredibly exciting to me to interact with listeners on Twitter. When people come on and are like, I disagree with something you said, and I'm like, oh my god, you haven't thought about something I said. Which is, I mean, when you're an academic and you're used to writing a paper that maybe 5 people ever will read, or presenting at a conference where you feel really lucky if there's 20 people in the audience, to then have, a few hundred, we're not good at math, so I have no idea how many listeners we have, but more than 20, for sure.
Possibly 10 times 20.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if that math works out, though.
Who knows? It's pretty unknowable. But to have that many people actually listening and then wanting to talk about, gender politics and body politics and race and violence, and actually have the conversations that as academics we're really interested in having sort of through the medium of this popular book series has just been really exciting. Is Centaur Society purely homosexual?
I'm really excited that you asked me this question.
Of course. Too excited.
I'm so excited that you asked me this question.
I would say no. The answer is that it is not purely homosexual. It is purely homosocial. But the reason why it is not homosexual is, spoiler, in book 5, they carry a lady off to do terrible things to her as a form of punishment.
Oh my god, they do what?
You'll get there. Wait until book 5.
I literally cannot. I have to go find it right now. That is horrifying.
Yeah, it's horrifying. It's terrible.
So it's a homosocial rape-based culture.
Entirely. 100%.